world. And
How does it get any better than this? And how does it get any crazier, happier than this?
yes, how does it? It's really funny that this camera is not adjusting to the size, isn't it? But there you go, being crazy happy.
Yes, and that is one thing that I really have discovered in Susanna's classes is how to bring that inner child, to bring it on and to just enjoy and allow yourself to be goofy and to be happy and to just be too much and just have so much fun that you don't care what anybody else is thinking. So this is really funny.
Let's see if I can get my face back to now. It's not doing it. See, now Zoom was going like
now your face is showing now. Oh, so hi Ingrid, it's such a pleasure to be here with you.
And with you, Sarah. This is awesome.
We're just so excited about this upcoming class that we want to share our excitement with the world.
That is so true.
Yeah.
Pragmatic Practitioner from the Pragmatic Psychology Class. And it's just an amazing class. I've taken it a number of times now, and I've just enjoyed every single time. And every single time I've learned something that I could use for myself in me dealing with my family, in conversations with clients, in anything, just in anything. And it's, what shall I say? It is just something that makes, for me, it's pointed at so many things that I was doing and that were not leading anywhere, that were just not creating anything. And just thinking about that and thinking about how many things I've learned there, that is just, it's priceless. That's a personal thing, but it's priceless. So how about you? Because you're a psychotherapist, right?
I'm an MD. I'm a physiatrist. I'm a rehabilitation specialist, and I do body and mind medicine. So we do combine, mental health and physical health. And I've always been very strict with myself and very structured. And what I've found with Susanna's classes is that I'm letting go of so much structure in my life. I mean, sometimes my husband doesn't even recognize me. He's like, what are you doing? Because I'm being more spontaneous. For example, before these Susanna's classes, I would never have done this Facebook Live and be so playful and just do it out of the blues. I would have had to have a structure, a program of what we were going to talk about, almost like a lecture. That's the way that I function in most of my professional life. And now I discovered that I'm just having so much more fun than before. And it's like you're seeing life through, I don't know, a wider spectrum of colors. And there's so much more texture and so much more sensation and joy and fun. You just want to share it with everybody. And that's how this thing got started, from our true enthusiasm of, we don't want to keep this just for ourselves. We want to share it with everybody because it's, super good for ourselves, for our own life and families, and also for our therapies. For our patients, for our clients. It really makes everything much easier. And especially for me to be an allowance of what the other person chooses. If they don't choose to change and they choose to stay in their trauma, drama, and problems, I'm okay with that now. I used to blame it so much on myself if the patient didn't change. But now I'm just like, okay, that's fine. That's another choice that they're choosing, and I'm fine with it. So that's how it's been for me. And I'm really happy about those changes.
It's exactly like you say. Where we often get so excited and we want everybody to see what we're doing. Yeah. And it doesn't matter whether you're selling something, whether you're doing something, whether you're making something. It doesn't matter. If you get so excited about something, then you want to tell the rest of the world. But what you often do is you want to shove it in their face. Yeah. And that is just the over enthusiastic you, and that is just basically not noticing, not being aware, cutting yourself off from what's really going on for the other person.
Yeah,
Actually, just being superior to that person. And that's one of the things that really, it sort of really clicked for me with Susanna's classes. I heard it so often, and it's I was going, yeah, and I was seeing all these examples with other people, and I was not reflecting on my own life. And now it's becoming more and more clear, and I'm like, oops, was that me? Oh dear.
Yeah, because it's actually not a kindness to just be like with a megaphone, streaming it out loud on everybody's faces, as you say, because if they don't ask for it, they're not ready to listen. And I guess it's, our turn to just shut up and and be the space, I guess.
Absolutely, yes, totally. So
So when are
yes,
the classes?
the class is starting 16th of October, and that's a 3-day pragmatic psychology class. And we have chosen a slightly different format because it normally says 3-day, and this is a 4-day, but not so many hours.
Mm-hmm.
So we're starting at a time, it's 2 o'clock in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And what time is it in America?
It would be like 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, in my area, which is mountain time, it would be 6 o'clock in the morning.
6 o'clock in the morning, mountain time, 6 o'clock in the morning, right? And we would go on for like 3 hours,
Yeah,
and
nice.
that's it. And then class stops until next day. So we're going to have 4 days of 3 hours. So if you're in North America, 6 o'clock in the morning, mountain time, you may be in a different time zone, so you may have an extra hour. And so basically, when the class is over, the day starts, and you can put everything into practice.
And let it
Get your Barbie
sink,
run.
let it simmer a little bit and, process for the next day. And when you've done 2 of these classes, I understand that you may become a pragmatic practitioner.
But there's a lot of things in the making, and one of these things is that you do like intro facilitation classes after you've taken 2 of these classes, and so you can facilitate intro classes. And the other thing is that next year there's going to be a facilitator training for pragmatic psychology, and that's something that I'm just really, really looking forward to. I've not taken one of
I
those
saw
yet.
the information. They still don't have a
Mhm.
date for that, but it's coming 2021. So it's
It's
something to look forward to.
absolutely, and this class is counting as one of the prereqs for that class. So with that, you would have the first one if this is your first time joining, and we have translation into Spanish. We have translation into French.
German?
We have not for German. We have a different class. It's a week later, and we have translation into Russian, into, did I say Italian? We have Romanian this time.
Ooh, cool.
And I am Hebrew. We actually have Hebrew translation this time live.
Wow.
Yes. So we have many, many, many languages that we offer. And the prereqs for this class are a foundation and a bars class. Mm-hmm. So if you have one of those, consider yourself invited.
Manual also, I remember.
Yes, we have a manual. Mm-hmm. We have a manual indeed. So it's a manual, and it is not the same as the book or as either of the 2 books. It's different. It goes way deeper. And if you want to know more about it, you can check out Susanna MIttermaier'S YouTube channel. And if you have not yet taken your bars or your foundation classes, there's also an opportunity to join one of these classes. Exactly. There's going to be a 1-day pragmatic practitioner class, and it's called The Beginning. Mm-hmm. And this is also spread out over 2 days because we're going to be doing it online. So it's going to be, I think, 3 hours each day. And that's on 7th and 8th of November.
Cool.
And so that's another one that we've got on offer. And you do not need to have your bars class and your foundation class taken for that. So
and that's an amazing class that we can let educators know about it, psychotherapists, people that do coaching that are not necessarily familiar with all the access consciousness tools and classes, because this brings such a wider scope on how to deal with, you know, the students and our clients in a way that is just so much easier on ourselves as therapists also. You know, you don't drain yourself, you don't drain your energy.
Yeah, and I mean, Susanna is a psychologist. I have to say this right. So she's a psychologist, and she's been traveling the world also, not only for access classes, but also to speak on conferences for psychologists and psychotherapy conferences. So if you join for the one-day class, you can get an enormous amount of information, and you do not need to go to a whole conference and listen to everybody there and listen to people talking at a high level of science. This is something that everybody can listen to and understand. So this is something that I absolutely adore about these classes.
And the best, I guess my message that I get from her classes is that when we're dealing with mental health situations, we tend to have the idea that we have to fix these patients. We have to solve something that's wrong with them. And it gets to be so clear in the classes that we don't have to, you know, catalog them as, you know, diagnostics or having something that needs to be fixed. We just need to let them acknowledge their own true worth, that their own unique self, and help them to manage their uniqueness in a way that's really functional for them, that works pragmatically for them. But we're coming on from a different point of view, that there's nothing wrong in them per se, and they don't have anything that needs to be fixed. It's just that, you know, we are looking at it from a totally different point of view, and that's really liberating for me. I mean, that's like the biggest thing that I got from the classes also.
Yeah, so totally. You do not have to fix the people. So that's
or ourselves.
Nor ourselves. No,
Yeah.
we make interesting choices, and sometimes we learn something from it, and sometimes we don't. And whichever, it's both fine.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm super excited about this.
Yeah,
and
me too.
I'd say check it out for everyone. If you're happy with this, if you're interested in this, reach out to either one of us, and we can give you more information.
Of course.
And we would love to see you on a course, in a class at some stage. And I would say, let's leave it at that.
Let's be pragmatic, not dramatic.
Absolutely. Let's do that.
And let's have fun.
Oh, that's
not allowed, I guess.
I guess not.
Well, it was great talking to you. So whatever you need for information, you can reach to us, and you can also check in Susanna MIttermaier'S pages, all the classes that she has coming up in the near future.
Absolutely. And we'll post them underneath.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.